Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today we're going to be doing a little whip and chat slash tag questions. So I decided that I'd do a little something different, and on the side of the screen I'm going to put some footage of me baking that I did today, and I'm going to be diamond painting. So people who like cooking and people who like diamond painting, I have a little bit of both for you. And I hope that you like it because it was really, really fun making all those cookies. I'm going to sit down. And how are you doing? So this video, I'm making this just in case we need a backup for the Christmas Day premiere-a-thon. I don't really know what else to call it. You know what I'm talking about, right? So the thing where there's so many, there's all these YouTube creators that are kind of pitching in, and we're all going to make a video for those who aren't spending time with family or friends on Christmas Day. And I hope, just double check. Yeah, you can see. You can see my robe as well, but that's all right. Yeah, I just, this is just one of those videos. So if it doesn't make it into the premiere-a-thon, then this will just be kind of like a backup whip and chat from my own channel later on. Does that make sense? So I hope everybody's having an awesome, awesome day so far. I had a really busy day, so I'm just going to talk about that real quick, and then I'm going to talk about the holidays, because I already filmed my video for the premiere, and, you know, I stayed away from the holiday subject because I just wasn't feeling the mood. And I know, it's kind of like 2019 is the year of not feeling in the mood to talk about happy Christmas stuff, but I feel like I'm out of that funk now. Maybe it's just because there's two more sleeps till Christmas. But anyway, I spent the whole day baking, so I feel a little bit better about Christmas and my role here on YouTube and what I'm doing for everybody else. So yeah, a little less confused, a little bit more in the spirit. So right now I am on the side of the screen. I am going to be making almond snowball cookies, not snowflake, snowball. And these are kind of like Italian wedding cookies, but they're just basically almond flour, butter, almonds, ground almonds, and some powdered sugar. We call powdered sugar icing sugar in Ireland, and I think in the UK too. So I just started making them. We're having a charity event New Year's Eve, which for the time of me filming this is tomorrow. So I made 2 batches of this recipe, one after the other. I should have made it all at once, but I didn't want to confuse anybody. And then I realized, you know, it's so easy that I just made it twice. So I don't know if I'm going to put the footage in of me doing it twice, but it's really simple to do. And the recipe, I'll have it linked down in the description of this video. So if you're interested in making some for yourself or for your family or friends, please give it a go. They're so good. Like, they're so addictive, and they're so unhealthy, but they're really, really yummy. I love to have them with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and they just kind of melt in your mouth when you're eating them. So highly recommend. I make them every year. I've made them every single year since I found that recipe, and I'm pretty sure that was like 2011 or 2012 or something. So yeah, love it. Absolutely adore it. And then my other go-to for Christmas, which my mother-in-law requested, so of course I made it, is red velvet cake. So I'll show you that in a few minutes. It's going to take a while to get to that one. But anyway, I love baking. Baking was my thing before diamond painting. I had a small business and everything, but some of you know that, like, I developed a pretty bad anxiety issue over the last 2 years, and I've just had a difficult time. I don't know. I just had a difficult time doing it. You know what I mean? I got a bit overwhelmed, and I felt that it wasn't really what I wanted to be doing. So I stopped. And that, I'm kind of sad about it on one hand, but happy on the other. Because I'm happy about it because it means that whenever I do bake something, it's made with love, just as it would have been if I had the shop. But it's really special. You know, I don't do it for anybody else except for family and friends now. So it is a really, really special treat for anybody who does get something that I bake. So anyhow, I enjoyed doing that today. I woke up around 10 o'clock, I think, and I expected a delivery from the mailman, but I didn't get anything. And it was a little disappointing, I'm going to be honest, but, you know, it is the day before New Year's Eve, so I understand as well. I don't think that they're working tomorrow. I hope they're not working tomorrow, but they probably are, let's be honest. So who knows, maybe it'll come in tomorrow. I'm waiting on the black metallic yarn that I got for the shawl that I want to start knitting. But it's fine. It won't bother me if it doesn't come tomorrow because I have other projects that I'm going to be working on over Christmas anyways. It was just kind of like, you know, oh, I just ordered it, and you know, you're used to that kind of thing. So sorry, I apologize if I cough. The cough is going away, and I do feel a whole lot better than I did the rest of the week, but I have to tell you, today killed me. Like, I woke up, I was expecting mail, didn't get the mail, made coffee, and started cleaning right away. And like, I don't know why I did, because I never do. I'm like, okay, I'm a super lazy person, and it doesn't enter my mind to like get up and start cleaning in the morning like it does for some people. But I think you just get into the routine of it after a while. But anyway, my point is that I was like, okay, let me just do the dishes and that'll be fine. And I did the dishes, and I was like, I'm going to do the counters. And so I did the counters, and then it just kept like, you know, it was like a waterfall. I just couldn't stop myself from cleaning. And it got to the stage where I was just tired, but I kept going anyway. Does anybody clean like that? Because I feel like I'm an all or nothing person. So I got really into it, and I cleaned that kitchen like nobody's business. It was like spring cleaning in there. And all because I got a message from Pippa this morning saying that she might need a backup video. And I was like, okay, well, I can make cookies. And I cleaned my kitchen, like really hardcore cleaned my kitchen, but then I only used my countertop, as you can see. So, and I decided that I'd do a whip and chat instead of, you know, talking you through all the steps, because I realized, like, as I was cleaning, I realized, you know, people are going to want to see diamond painting. They're not going to want to necessarily see cooking, but some people like cooking. But, you know, I don't want to. I'd rather you be here and enjoying it than, you know, hating me for tempting you with sugar, even though I kind of am. I'm sorry. So yeah, that was my morning. Is that an R? It is an R. Sorry about my head. I'm not using a light pad with this piece. I haven't used a light pad the whole time. The only problem is the glare from the light. That's the only thing that sometimes gets me. The symbols are super duper clear on this canvas, and I'm so excited to like actually show it to you. There's no way I could get it done in time for Christmas. I'm so close, but I just don't have, because I got sick, it threw everything off. If I hadn't got sick, I'd be fine. And I would have totally been able to finish this, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. It'll be a Christmas decoration next year, I guess. But it is so pretty. I really, really love this painting. I don't like the adhesive. So I've had a lot of problems with the bubbles. There's rivers and bubbles in the canvas, and I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure it was just the temperature, but it was so annoying to have to deal with that. And there are places on this canvas where the bubbles won't lay down, or the rivers, or whatever you want to call them. I can actually, oh, sorry, I just bumped you. I can actually see them between the diamonds, and the diamonds are raised up a little bit, really strangely, you know? So, yeah. Not a fan of that. I really hope that Royal goes to poured glue, because I know it's difficult, but like, honestly, I won't be buying any more double-sided tape paintings. I just can't. Unless there's a really good reason, or if I'm going to do it right away, I just don't want to deal with that anymore. The temperature in my house fluctuates way too much. Anyhow, I'm not going to talk any more about that. I'm going to move on to the Christmas tag. Last year, I did the Holly Jolly Christmas tag. And this year, I'm just going to do what's called the Christmas tag. I don't think there's any other special name for it. And I'm going to take a sip. I am drinking a Fox's Rock Red Ale tonight, because I deserve it. I was working so hard today in the kitchen. It's time for me to unwind, y'all. And my hubby is out enjoying drinks with his friends, and I said I would stay home because, and I was thinking about this, I feel safer and I feel more comfortable at home, even if it means that I'm being a bit of a hermit. It's just a choice that I'm making, because drinking in the pub is so expensive. It's really expensive. The last few times I've gone out, I've had like regret in the morning. Even if I didn't have a hangover, I had some serious regret the next day. And I'm not trying to be like better than anybody or anything like that. It's just, I have things that I'd rather spend my money on. And if people wanted to hang out and they didn't want to drink, I'd be down with that. But it's always like, let's go to the bar, and I just don't want to do it anymore. So, and I don't feel like I need to justify that to anyone either. So, yeah. That's just me right now. And I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to make better decisions and think for the future instead of, well, I still want to live in the moment. Don't get me wrong. But I've moved on from that stage of my life. I've had enough. Okay. So first question is, oh Lord, what's your favorite holiday movie? That's actually kind of tough, because all of the movies that I consider my favorites are like kids movies, but no shame. I don't have kids, but that's okay. I love the Rudolph movie, the claymation. Who was that? Oh, I can't remember their names. Famous composers or something from like the 60s made that claymation movie with Clarice and Rudolph, and oh, I love that story. I like the way the movie was shot. I do feel that it's kind of outdated now. I wish we had our own generation's version of that, but I think that a very close, if not like equal, is the Muppets Christmas Carol, which I still have yet to see this year. And I was thinking that today would actually be the perfect day for it, because today is the last day that I can have my own personal Christmas spirit. My idea of Christmas is a lot different from James's. Not that it's wrong or anything like that, but we celebrate differently. And he's a bit of a humbug, you know? He's a bit of a grouch, but that's okay, because, like, I get it. Even before his father passed away, he hated Christmas. But me, I really loved it. I loved the baking and the family and, you know, all the good stuff. And didn't really care about the presents and stuff, even though I do remember a lot. So anyway, my point is that we didn't, or I always watched Christmas movies and he doesn't. He doesn't even, it doesn't register with him. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't care. So I have the TV to myself tonight, and I think I will have to watch some Christmas movies while he's gone. And Muppets Christmas Carol is definitely going to have to be one of them. So I need to get on Amazon and buy it. I might as well, because I'll be watching it every year, right? Okay. This is going to take forever. 2. What's your favorite Christmas color? Oh my God. Christmas color? That's really bizarre. I think that, like, off-white light from Christmas Lights is probably my favorite. It's kind of weird. That's a weird question to ask, because I don't like red. I do like green, but it doesn't make me feel Christmassy. But that soft white color that you get, not the LED light, but the really soft glow, that really reminds me of Christmas. All right. Do you like to stay in your pajamas or dress up for Christmas? I like to stay in PJs. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. I don't particularly dress up. I wear a sweater and jeans and boots. And then that's pretty much it. James's family doesn't do the pajama thing. I would love to. If we have our own kids, I think I'm definitely going to be bringing in the whole matching pajama thing and enforcing that, because I don't want to have to get all dressed up. But then again, in Ireland, it's really different. Like, people come and visit you on Christmas Day. Yeah, like actual people who aren't your family. Well, in fairness, the person I'm thinking of might as well be family, but it's just awkward to be in your pajamas when someone that you don't know that well comes in, I guess. Me, not them, but me. So yeah, I wouldn't be wearing pajamas, but I wouldn't really get dressed up either. If you could only buy one person a present this year, who would it be? Well, that's pretty easy. It's my husband, but actually, well, I guess I can say it now. We participate in a Secret Santa with the family so that we don't have to buy everybody a present, because I think that's the most difficult and frustrating part about Christmas for me, is trying to find presents for people who you don't know how to shop for. So this year I was lucky and I got my mother-in-law, and I know exactly what to get her for Christmas. So that was very easy. But I highly recommend going the Secret Santa route for your family in the future, because then you're cutting down on all the spending that you're doing and feeling obligated to do when it's not necessary. We're all adults, and like, especially the people who are watching my channel right now, y'all know what you want better than your family does. So, you know, what's the point, right? That's how I feel. And I haven't purchased a gift for family in a really long time. But it's not impossible, but it's just like, I could give you something at any time of the year. It doesn't have to be just because it's Christmas. Does that make sense? Christmas to me is like spending time. It's not about gift giving. So yeah, we'll save that for birthdays. It's a lot better. Do you open presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? Christmas morning. I had an ex whose family used to open their presents on Christmas Eve. And then they'd have like a movie-a-thon the next day and just play with their presents the next day. Does that make sense? And they'd have like, oh, it was so cool actually. They'd always have sausage balls, which I would love to make someday. She actually had a really lovely recipe. Too bad we're not on speaking terms. But what was I saying? Yeah, Christmas Day, you have the anticipation leading up to the day, and that way you can really enjoy the gifts, you know. That's how I feel anyway. And, you know, it's because it's all this build up for one day, you might as well wait until that day. But have you ever built a gingerbread house? Yes, of course I have. Of course I have. I have no pictures of it. But I don't really like gingerbread houses, and it's just because of the candy. The candy and all the icing, sugar, meh. Just not my thing. I think I prefer like ginger snap cookies to gingerbread houses, because you make the gingerbread house at like the beginning of December, and then you're trying to eat it and it's just too sweet, too just cavity central. So yeah, nope, my teeth are bad enough. I will not inflict more torture on them. What do you like to do on your Christmas break? Well, I don't have Christmas break anymore. And I'm an adult, so like these questions always feel like they're aimed at teenagers, but I think my favorite thing to do is to chill. Like, I like to watch movies, and I've always liked watching movies, reading books, playing video games. That is my ideal, and always has been my ideal way to spend Christmas. But now that I'm older as well, it's even greater than that. Like, I get 2 or 3 days to just not do anything at all except relax. And I love it. So, let's see. Any Christmas wishes? This year, I wish that no one I know gets ill or passes away over Christmas. Yeah, that's my Christmas wish. Because it is really, really hard when you lose somebody over the holidays. It's completely changed the way that I think about Christmas now and forever. And I wouldn't wish that upon anyone else. So I hope everyone stays healthy and happy over this Christmas, and that there's no emergencies, and that we can all just kind of take it easy and be happy in that we're all still here and healthy. Yeah. Favorite Christmas smell? Ooh. Well, right now I can smell chocolate cake, which is lovely, but it's not necessarily Christmas. I think my favorite Christmas scent is probably cinnamon or sugar cookie. Because sugar cookies, I would never make a sugar cookie except for Christmas. And or like Danish or shortbread or something. Those are very Christmassy desserts to me. So yeah, probably warm sugar cookie or like apple spice cake or something like that. Favorite Christmas meal or treat? Ooh. Okay, well, disclaimer, I hate turkey. I don't like turkey. I think turkey is a subpar bird to chicken and duck, and I really will stand behind that. I don't think that turkey is as good as people, not that they think that it is, but I think that people have been suckered into buying turkeys culturally, you know? And it's not, no one is forcing you to buy turkey, but it's the expectation. And I don't jive with turkey. I think that having a duck on Christmas Day is just as good, if not better. So yeah, we're having duck tonight. And I like chicken as well. But another Christmas like meal that is a must-have is stuffing or dressing. I love stuffing. Like I eat it all year because of how much I love it. And I don't know why. I just really, really like the way that it tastes. I like the mixture of sage and butter. And, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's the perfect food for me. But then again, I love bread. So, like, I could never go on the Atkins diet. Forget it. Forget it. Which holiday do you celebrate? Well, I celebrate Christmas because my husband's mother celebrates Christmas. But Christmas isn't really religious in the house anymore. Well, it is for my mother-in-law. If it wasn't for her, I don't think that we would celebrate the same way that she does, or I don't know how to put it. But I would be more inclined to celebrate Yule than Christmas. And I think that's what my husband would prefer as well, because we're just not, we're not religious people, so we don't go to church or anything. So, you know, it's just kind of like we celebrate Christmas, but neither of us likes the Christmas tradition, period. So when she passes away eventually, and if we, let's just pretend, if she were to pass away and if we were not able to have children or did not have children, I don't think that we would celebrate Christmas on our own. Does that make sense? Because again, we have a lot of other times during the year that we celebrate things, and so it's just not as important to us, to our little 2-person family and a dog. Okay, sorry for the long-winded answer. Where are we? Oh, sorry, I gotta push back. 30 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, so I think I already explained what we're doing for the holidays this year. We're gonna go to her house and we're gonna, you know, eat, drink, be merry, and all that. Another big part of that day is to go to the graves and to give thanks and, you know, just show respect to those who have been before us. And typically we would invite someone to eat dinner with us who doesn't have family and I'm not sure if we are or not. Also, another thing that we do, which I am doing tomorrow, I don't think I fully explained this, or did I? Sorry, having a bit of a moment. The Snowball cookies are for charity. So my brother-in-law has a restaurant. He is a chef and he owns his own restaurant. And what he does every Christmas Eve is he does a charity tea time where he opens from like 11 to 2 in the afternoon or something like that, 2 or 3. And we bake a lot of little things and, you know, maybe make some salmon rolls or little finger foods and little desserts. And we offer them as a charitable, I don't know how to put this. So you come to the restaurant and you want to have a few nibbly bits, a cup of coffee or two, and the idea is that you would donate some money to the charities that are involved or that we're raising money for, and that would cover the cost of the tea and coffee plus a little extra. So I make the desserts and I offer, you know, the full amount of the ingredients to the charity, you know, and my time. That's my little donation. And then anybody who comes in and samples them will put a little bit of money into the tin. And I think we raised quite a bit one year for the Women's Association or something like that. Anyway, it's a really nice thing. And it's also, you know, Christmas Eve. And if you don't have family in the area or you don't have much to do, it's a nice way to go and socialize, again, without having to drink. There's no pressure to bring alcohol and get it involved either. So yeah, that's what my plans are. And I'm also planning on just doing a lot of cross stitching. Probably not a lot of diamond painting at all, but a lot of cross stitching because it's just so easy to travel with it, you know? So that is the idea. Okay, I think soon I'm going to be switching over the recipe. So if you see me start over creaming butter and all that, that's me starting the red velvet cake. The red velvet cake comes from one of my all-time favorite websites, joyofbaking.com. The woman who runs that website her recipes are phenomenal. And I always use hers as my guideline. So whenever I make a cake, if I need to look up the recipe or double check my quantities, I always go to her site because she's spot on. She's just a genius with baking. So I'm so glad that I found her. I found her years and years ago. And she has a full online catalog of YouTube videos, which is how I'm sure that I found her was through YouTube. And then I went to her website to get the written versions of her recipes. But I absolutely adore her. She's a genius. Anyway, let's see. What's next? What's your favorite holiday drink? Ooh. Interesting. And I love that my brain was like, went from past to present when thinking about that. So when I was young, I really loved eggnog. Anybody else? Loved eggnog. In fact, I think if somebody gave it to me now, I probably would drink it. But it's something that I don't have very often. because it's a very American thing. I have made it. Oh, that's 4, not 5. I thought it was 5. This one is 5. I have made it. Like, I made it when I lived in Korea because I missed it so much. And that's the funny thing. Like, with time, I find that I'm not as homesick as I used to be. So those kinds of things and going to those extremes to get something that you recognize and you connect to, it's just not as important over time. But anyway, I digress. I could talk about that kind of stuff all day. Eggnog was my go-to holiday drink. Non-alcoholic. Then I think when I got older and, started imbibing a little, I think my go-to then was brandy. And now, like Hennessy. Now I don't really have one. James's mother is very much a wine person, so red wine would probably definitely be part of my day. But I don't know. I mean, drinking on Christmas Day is whatever goes, But definitely some water in there as well. Let's not forget to get hydrated. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, focusing. There we go. Next is candy cane or gingerbread men. Gingerbread men. I used to be the opposite. I like peppermint, but candy canes are just a bit much these days. I love gingerbread. It's just so good. So delicious. And there's so many different ways of making it. You can make it crispy or chewy, What's your favorite holiday or Christmas song? I actually don't like Christmas songs. Period. Full stop. Not anymore. And yes, I'm going to be a Grinch about it because there have been no good songs that came out since like the 90s. None. And it makes it really difficult when, you start hearing the Christmas songs on the radio. And after the first day, you've already heard all the Christmas songs that they play on the radio, and then you get to hear it the whole month. If you work where there is a radio, you know what I mean. If you work in an office environment, maybe you don't. And you do enjoy getting the Christmas songs, but I don't know. Anyway, I could get really, really introspective with that question and go down the rabbit hole into a conspiracy theory, but I won't for your sake. But if you're interested, I could talk about my thoughts and feelings on it, but that's all it would be, is my thoughts and feelings on Christmas songs and why they exist and why they keep pumping them into our ear holes. Right. What's the weirdest gift you've ever received? Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Do you know what a white elephant gift is? A white elephant gift exchange is where everybody brings a random thing to the party. Let's say that your spending limit is like $10 or pounds or euros or whatever currency you're in, right? A small amount of money, but decent enough to be able to buy something funny or thematic or something. You know what I'm saying? So usually it follows a theme or it's just weird. So I had a gift exchange one year, which was, the theme was weird. Okay. Just find the weirdest thing that you could get. And that wasn't difficult because we were in Korea. Yeah. So in Korea, it's not strange to have bugs as pets. I know a bunch of you just cringed, but hear me out. Just like kids in the States would have like a betta fish or an ant farm or something like that, which that gives me the creeps. I do not like the idea of ants in my house, even if they are encased in a, what were people thinking? Like, what? But anyway, in Korea, dung beetles are a huge thing. You know, like, they have big horns and they're black, and stag beetles, I think they're called. Yeah, stag beetles, not dung beetles, but I think they are dung beetles. Anyway, yeah, I went to a gift exchange where the girl, you have to know a little bit about her. She's an entomologist, a person who scientifically studies bugs, insects. And she has since become a professional in this field of work, okay? She went to college for it, and then she got her master's and I think her PhD. She's brilliant. She's really funny. She's got a great sense of humor, clearly. But she brought a stag beetle larva, like worm thing, to the White Elephant gift exchange. And guess who was lucky enough to get it? Yeah, me. Oh, God. It was so gross, you guys. I tried to keep that thing alive. I'm sure I failed. I don't know how to take care of bugs, and I didn't want it in my house, and I felt really, really bad that I wasn't able to just say so at that moment. But yeah, that was really awful. Okay, hold on. Oh, 42 minutes. Okay, good. We still have time. So yeah, that was the weirdest, the strangest gift I have ever in my life received. I can't even think of anything else, honestly. Like, there is no other comparison than to get a bug, a larva for Christmas. Oh, God. At least it wasn't like a spider. Anyway, I'm going to get off the topic now. Have you ever made a snowman? Is that a real question? Of course I have. I suppose, excuse me. I suppose if you live in a climate where you don't get snow, maybe you wouldn't have had that opportunity, but yes. I have made several snowmen in my day. And snow women. Snow people. Is that the PC term? In fact, it wasn't last year, it was the year before. I found we had a snow day here, and it snows so seldom. I think it was the first time in like 15 or 20 years that it had snowed in Karsavine. Seriously. And everybody was outside in the snow, and, you know, everything shut down, except for the grocery store, I think, and the pubs, obviously. And yeah, we were all just kind of hanging out, and the kids were everywhere, and, you know, making snowmen and everything. And there was one that was like this big fox. Oh my God, I loved it so much. I took a picture of it, but I don't think I still have that picture. It might be on my old Instagram. But yeah, so much fun. Love doing it. And snow angels, love it. But when the snow is like really slushy, obviously you don't want to do that, because that's a fast track to the flu. It really is. That down there. Okay. What is your favorite winter fragrance? I don't know. I don't wear fragrances. What is at the top of your list this Christmas or whichever holiday you celebrate? I already got it. It's this table. This drafting table has been the thing that was at the top of my list for a really long time, and I got it from my husband Because I did just one night out of the blue. I was like, it would be a heck of a lot easier for me to sit here with you if I had an actual table to do it from. And he was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, sweet. So yeah, I'm in the living room. I'm facing the television. So now we can watch TV together. And I can still do this, but I'm not all curled up on myself on a recliner trying to balance everything. Yeah, it was a whole hot mess. And now it's much better. The only thing about this table is that I need to fix the lip onto it. So there's like this little lip that goes on it, and then it will tilt. So when that happens, I would move this to the side table. There's a little side table that slides in and out from underneath it. And I could move this to the side and then have the table tilt upwards, and I could actually, diamond paint like this. It'll be fantastic. I'm really excited. But the screws that they sent with the kit, with the table, do not actually fit into the hole. So we have to wait until after Christmas to find screws that actually fit. But yeah, I already got my Christmas present and I'm super happy with it. So yay. I don't need anything else. I don't. I am perfectly contented with everything that I have already. And I want for nothing, honestly. Except, like, food. I want the food. All right, and then the last question that they have here is, what is most important to you about the holidays? Honestly, it's just spending time with family. That's all it ever was for me. And, oh, that doesn't belong there. When I wasn't able to have Christmas with my family, I really missed them. And once I married into James's family, I hate using this term because it sounds so, I don't know, it sounds out of touch. But I gained a new family. That's the best way I can put it. Not I have a new family, but I got another family. And this new family is nice and close to me. And, I can spend the day with them and still feel loved and appreciated and whole. But yeah, I still miss my grandparents, and I miss being able to be with them on the day, but I will be calling them. I always call them on Christmas Day, and my dad and my mom. But it's just I don't know, it's easier with time, I guess. But then again, like, if you got to know me really well, you would know that I've always been like this. I've always been a wanderer. I have traveled often and very far. And so it doesn't bother me that I'm so far away. That's just, it was an inevitability with me and what I wanted to do with my life. So I kind of came to terms with it a really, really long time ago. So yeah, family is the most important part of Christmas for me, and the holidays. And if I was being snarky and sarcastic, I would say it was the food. But I need to sever ties with my addiction to food this year, and just realize that, if I don't have it this year, there's always next year. You know what I mean? But I think that part of it is, tradition and habit. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We get through it. Let's move over a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I'd say the baking is probably over by now. And if it isn't, it's still going on over on the side. I hope you're enjoying it. Again, if you're just joining in, that's me baking over there in the corner, or was. And the recipes to what I'm making is down in the description. I didn't want to make a full-on, Rachel Ray video of me cooking, because I was watching YouTube and really enjoying it, taking a minute to kind of, enjoy the holidays season. I had some, what's it called? Lo-fi hip-hop style Christmas music on, because it's like Christmas without being annoying. Christmas-ish. Because I have to tell you guys, like, when you work in a job where you have to have the radio on constantly, like, that's just a part of the job, it gets old real fast. Like, within a few days, you've heard all the songs again, and you're like, okay, that's great. Can we not play this song again for, like, the 50th time? I think the main, like, the biggest culprit is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. I mean, it is an iconic song and everything, don't get me wrong. And Mariah Carey is one of my favorite divas. So no Mariah bashing, okay? Like, I fully accept how embarrassing that may be to me, but you don't understand. You really don't understand. I love Mariah Carey. I love her music. I loved her little breakdown. Like, I love her, period. I hope that I can go to a concert of her someday. She was here in Dublin this year. The tickets sold out, like, that day that they were announced, and I didn't buy a ticket. I really wanted to, and I didn't. So I missed my opportunity, but hey, maybe she'll be back someday, and I won't pass up the opportunity again. But anyway, her song, it really is overplayed on the radio. There was a new one that she did, I think, and I can't remember it now. And there are a few oldies but goodies, But then after you've heard them a few times within the span of a few days, you're just like, okay, that's enough. I think they start too early, I think Christmas these days, I feel like Christmas should be like a week long, But then again, I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with our short attention spans or something. Because I remember when I was a kid, I wanted Christmas to last from the moment Thanksgiving ended until like 2 weeks after Christmas. Like, I wanted it to stay forever. And now I'm just like, okay, I have to take out all these decorations, put them up, and then put them back within like a few weeks. So, come full circle, folks. Come full circle. But yeah, no, I am happy and excited to be celebrating in Ireland again this year and making the best of it and having a relaxing week, a relaxing few days. I'm off work until Friday. And I'm going to work New Year's Day this year, which will be interesting. I hope it's busy, because I think in days past it wasn't busy, even though, New Year, new me, but people typically have like a sore head. And I'm assuming that this year will be no different, because this year is the start of a new decade. So, definitely have to celebrate. I'm going to try to celebrate, but I'm going to do it at home. I'm not going out. So sorry to my friends who are watching this, but yeah, no. Rachel is going to have her Prosecco in her pajamas in front of the television, and she's going to love it. So I hope you all are having a fantastic Christmas or holiday season, and that you're not sick of it, like a lot of us can get, especially me. And I hope that you can understand why I wasn't really into it. I felt really guilty, even though no one has seen the video as of yet. No one has seen my premiere video, but when I went to record that and reminisce about my childhood and Christmases long gone, all I could think about was, you know, how upsetting it was. And so it was hard to get that off the brain, you know? But Christmas is supposed to be, you know, a magical, beautiful time of year and a good time for reflection, you know? It's like, I know it's here somewhere. This color, 958. Oh, I love this color. It's so nice. So, yeah, I hope everybody had a really safe, happy holiday with loved ones or friends or just by yourself, but having a good time. Sometimes I wish that I could have a Christmas alone, but I know one day I will, and I won't like it so much then. And it's hard when you're feeling kind of like, you know, you want to be in your bubble. It's hard to see things from a different perspective, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can. But yeah, I love watching kids get excited about Christmas, and I love all the baking and, you know, the movies and all that romanticism. But I also, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going to go with that. But I'm excited for the new year. I kind of want it to be 2020 right now. I want the mail service to come back. And I can't wait. I can't wait for next year. It's going to be a great year. There's going to be so much going on and so many fun, exciting things to look forward to. Deep breath and move forward. We've got this. Now, it is 59 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. I just want to say a huge thank you to Pippa and to all of the other creators who helped with this premiere-a-thon. Even if this video doesn't make it into that, that's okay. But I just want to say thank you, because it'll give us so much to look forward to over the holiday season, over the next few days. And it's just been great getting to know everybody and the tags and all the really creative stuff that everybody has put out. I've really thoroughly enjoyed working with everybody and getting to know people. And I hope that the viewers and subscribers have enjoyed it as well, because it was for you. It was for everybody watching, you know. So thank you all so very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.